What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. These are the Aftershokz Aeropex Bone-conduction headphones. I've been using them for the past 8 months and wanted to take a few minutes to talk about why these have become my everyday carry. I have other over-the-ear headphones and earbuds. For instance, I have the Sony MDR 1000X. I like them for their noise canceling technology, and there are very few brands out there that could rival what Sony has done in that space. I also have Jaybird Runs, which are a great pair of waterproof earbuds. These were my gym sets that I used at the gym for a while. And lastly, I have the AirPods and AirPods Pro because all the cool kids have them. And even though I have the ones I just listed, and they're all great, I wear my Aftershokz every day. From the time I leave the house in the morning, well into the evening when I get home from work. Now, what makes these great is that I've found that they check almost all of the boxes that I have when looking for an everyday carry. They have great battery life, there's IP67 waterproof rating, they're comfortable, and they're easy to use. What they do lack is that rich, full sound. Now, let's talk about that for a second and get that out of the way. It's not that they sound bad at all. They sound great. They just lack a lot of bass. It's like listening to music on your speakers of your phone. So if you're an audiophile and you always have to have that rich, full sound, then these will probably disappoint. Other than that, the mids and highs are fine. Joe Rogan sounds like Joe Rogan, and Marquez Brownlee sounds like Marquez Brownlee. I've used these for the past 8 months and I don't even notice anymore. I listen to a lot of podcasts and YouTube videos where it's a lot of voice and not a lot of music. Most of the music I listen to around the house is on my Bose Mini-Link where while I'm eating or tidying up. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at how these work. Now, these are bone conduction headphones. Instead of using the traditional cone speaker design, they use transducers, which are like speakers, but they produce sound through a voice coil that expands and contracts, causing sound vibration. In order for the sound to travel to your head, the transducers rest against your cheekbones with the help of a titanium band that wraps around your head. You can repeatedly flex these and they always will keep their shape. The titanium band provides gentle pressure that helps keep the transducers seated nicely against your cheekbones. Now, there's a misconception of these with regards to sound. Several reviewers I watched before buying these thought that they would be absolutely quiet because they don't use a traditional speaker design. And yes, people around you won't hear what you're listening to if the volume isn't full blast, but it's exactly the same with any other headphone or earbud. Turn them up loud enough and people can hear what you're listening to. So before we go in more detail about the features, let's look at what comes in the box. There's the usual you would find with wireless headphones, the headphones, 2 magnetic charging cables, there's no charging brick, earplugs, manuals, and carrying case. The magnetic charging cable makes it convenient to charge at the end of the day, and the earplugs are nice to help block out ambient noise. I just use the earplugs when I'm pretty much just mowing the lawn. Now, there's 3 buttons, volume up, a volume down, and a button to play, pause music, or to answer your phone calls. Holding the volume up button for about 2 seconds will activate the voice assistant that will tell you the status of the battery as either high, medium, or when it's time to charge them. Holding the volume up button for longer than 2 seconds will put the unit into pairing mode. I can also go into the battery widget on my phone if I want an actual battery percentage of the headset if I really want to know the status of the battery. Now, when they say that there's an 8-hour battery life, they mean it. Between actual playtime and standby, these will go all day. I've worn these from the time I leave the house at 6:30 in the morning and can still use them up until 10 o'clock at night. A lot of it has to do with the large battery that's in the unit and the Bluetooth 5.0, which gives you improved energy efficiency. If you forget to charge them, just attach the magnetic charging cable and you'll have a full charge within 2 hours. Now, I can vouch for the IP67 waterproof rating. I've worn them in the shower when I'm listening to something and don't want to be bothered to turn on my Bluetooth speaker instead. So if you're using them outdoors, know that they'll be fully functional if you're caught off guard during a random rainstorm. Now, the biggest reason that I use these every day is the fact that they don't sit in or on my ears. I have full spatial awareness of what's going on around me. I work as a superintendent for a commercial roofing company, and it's important to hear what's going on around me while I'm listening to something or on a phone call. A lot of the marketing material that I've seen market these towards folks that are active outdoors, whether it be running, hiking, biking, etc. I can see why people would gravitate towards a product like this. You don't have to worry about them sliding out of your ears when you sweat, and you still have full spatial awareness of what's going on around you. So to end this, I'm not going to say that these are the best headphones ever made. What I am saying is that these are the best headphones for me to use on a daily basis. They're light, they're comfortable, they have a long battery life, phone calls sound good, and they don't sit in my ears all day. If something isn't currently playing or I'm not on a phone, I forget they're there because I don't have to pull them off my head or take them out of my ears when I'm done listening. They aren't for everyone, but if you're looking for a change, I'd give these a chance. Well, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.